Hi, it's me, Oma. I want to read you a story. It's called The Hat. Winter was on the way. Lisa took out her woolen clothes out of the chest and carried them outside. Lisa seems to like to have nice, warm clothes. She was hanging them up in the fresh air when a strong wind blew one of her stockings off the line. So see, she has all kinds of really neat sweaters and socks and gloves and scarves, and one of the socks, blew off the line. Curious Hedgie found it and poked his nose in. When he pulled his nose out, the stocking was stuck on his prickles. How embarrassing, Hedgie thought. See that? Don't you ever get embarrassed? Sometimes, but it's okay, right? Then Mother Hen came by with her chicks. Cackle, cackle, she clucked and laughed. What's that on your head, Hedgie? Why, it's my new hat, he told her. Isn't it beautiful? The Mother Hen cocked her head as if she had an idea, and off she ran. Let's see what she does. So there's the Mother Hen with her chicks, and there's Hedgie with that stocking sock stuck on his head. Hedgie saw the noisy gander, which is a male goose, and looking down at him, the gander was going honk, honk, ho, ho, ho. The gander laughed. Look at that, the hedgehog has flipped his gizzard. Laugh today, gander, but tomorrow when it rains, my hat will keep me dry. The gander thought for a moment, and off he ran. Do you know what a gizzard is? It's a part of inside his belly. So when he said he flipped his gizzard, it meant he thought it was crazy. The barn cat was watching from a tree as Hedgie tugged at the stocking. Meow, he called down. What a silly-looking hedgehog you are with that thing on your head. But my ears will be warm in the snowstorm, he said. Purred the cat, and off the cat ran. I wonder where the cat's going. I wonder where all of them are going once they find out what Hedgie's doing. Hedgie's coming up with some good answers. The farm dog and her puppies found Hedgie in a patch of brambles. That's like pricker bushes that are all branchy. Well, Hedgie, is that a hat you're wearing? How funny you look, she barked, and her puppies yelped and giggled. But I'll be cozy and dry when it snows, Hedgie said. The farm dog's ears perked up, and off she ran. So the farm dog had an idea, too, from what Hedgie said. Let's see what they're all thinking. Oink, oink, the piglets squealed. What are you up to, Hedgie? The mama pig asked. Making sure my hat doesn't fall off if an icy wind blows up, he said. I see, said the mama pig, and off she ran. So now Hedgie's starting to walk around a little happy with his hat and okay with it. And he keeps coming up with great answers when people ask him, why are you doing that? Hedgie, what is that ridiculous thing on your head? The pony snorted at Hedgie. That was the last straw. It's my hat, of course. Don't you know that everyone should wear a hat in winter when it's cold and snowy? Hedgie shouted. The pony looked startled. Hedgie was usually so friendly. Then off the pony ran. Do people ever wonder why you do things and they keep asking you, why are you doing things? Sometimes you just have to have the right answers. Hedgie just wanted to be alone. He was tired of everyone laughing at him, and with this thing on his head, he wouldn't even fit into his den. So he was starting to get sad. Sometimes, so many people ask us questions and think that we're doing something that is silly or stupid, and it makes us a little sad, and we get kind of quiet. But that's okay when we're thinking. He didn't see Lisa running after him. Remember, that's the girl from the beginning? The other stocking was in her hand. Come back, you silly hedgehog, she called. Oh no, Hedgie thought, even the girl is laughing at me. But she wasn't laughing in a mean way. She just thought it was funny. Lisa caught up and pulled her stocking off of Hedgie's head. You ridiculous little hedgehog, she laughed. Don't you know that animals don't wear clothes? And now she had both of her stockings. And stockings are what they sometimes call socks that somebody knits by hand, and they make them really nice and warm. So that's what she had. So she set Hedgie free, and Hedgie headed for his den, and Lisa started back towards the clothesline, and that's when she saw all of her missing woolens, all of what she was hanging on the line, all of a sudden, she saw it up ahead. Where do you think it was? The animals had taken them, and each one was thinking, now I'm wearing a magnificent hat. Look how silly. Some of them even have scarves on their heads, and all of her clothes, her gloves and stuff, in silly ways on their heads. They think they're hats because they were watching what Hedgie did, and he had such smart answers that they thought, wow, that must be the right thing to do. So they all put them on. Sometimes people think what you're doing is silly or stupid or foolish, but then they watch you and they may say their little comments, and then later they actually try to copy what you do because they realize that you might have some smartness there. But I thought this was a cute story, and I wanted you to remember that when you're thinking of things to do and when people make fun of you or aren't nice to you, remember that Oma loves you and I miss you. And everything's going to be okay. And just make sure you take time to think about what you're saying and how you're acting with people, and be kind. Be very kind to people because that's the right thing to do. Okay? I love you. You have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.